Let's Science is brought to you by the StarQuest Production Network and is made possible by our many generous patrons. If you'd like to support the podcast, please visit sqpn.com/give.
3, 2, 1.
We live in a universe of scientific wonders.
Every day, scientists are inching towards breakthroughs which can change our lives.
We're playing our small part in sharing these wonders with you.
That's why today is a fine day for science.
So let's science.
So this one comes from Aletheia, which is a Catholic publication online, and it's about Roman self-healing concrete. And as soon as I read the title, I thought there has to be a science behind this. So yeah. So this has been talked about for over a decade. Scientists, researching Roman concrete, ancient Roman concrete. And it says here, researchers have found the secret to Roman concrete's self-healing. So I'll just share some thoughts from some things from this article. So it says methods to make the strongest concrete were lost thousands of years ago, but they may make a comeback in the 21st century. There's a reason that buildings constructed by the Roman Empire upwards of 2,000 years ago are still standing. The Romans had discovered a method of mixing concrete that far surpassed the technology of today, but this knowledge was lost to time. Now, however, an international team of researchers has identified the long-lost secret that gives Roman concrete its longevity, and it could come back into style in the 21st century. So, citing CNN, it says that they report that the study team, a joint effort of experts from the US, Italy, and Switzerland, examined samples of Roman concrete from the site of Privernum. The samples showed the unusual mix of materials, slaked lime, volcanic ash, and rock, as well as smaller rocks and particles called tephra. It's not that the samples were any different to the makeup in previous studies examined, but this time researchers noticed something that had been overlooked for decades. Mistake is the next title. Roman concrete. Yeah. In this part it talks about how researchers made a mistake in some of their assumptions about Roman concrete. So it says the following: Roman concrete samples generally show small white chunks in the concrete called lime clasts. For the longest time, experts believed that these were undesired elements of the concrete brought about by poor materials or mixing. Now, however, they have found that the lime clasts are likely the key to the Roman concrete strength. Admir Masic, lead author of the study, stated that they began to question the presence of lime clasts as an accident because the Romans were very deliberate in their selection of materials. According to New Atlas, Masic said that this was where the mystery began to unravel. He said, if the Romans put so much effort into making an outstanding construction material, following all of the detailed recipes that had been optimized over the course of many centuries, why would they put so little effort into ensuring the production of a well-mixed final product? There has to be more to this story. And so the answer they say is a chemical reaction. When put under scrutiny, and this is where the science comes in, of imaging and chemical analysis, the team found that the lime clasts were produced from calcium carbonate at high temperatures. Furthermore, in this activated form, the lime clasts can help the concrete self-heal when it is subjected to weather. The water runs through the cracks and reacts with the lime clasts to form a solution that fills in the cracks and reverts to calcium carbonate. This is also
This is almost like when we get a cut, isn't it? When we cut ourselves, very slightly.
Yeah, like when a callus forms. That's right. Yeah, so
my goodness me.
So self-healing concrete. Yeah, which by the way, I wish I had this in my driveway. This would be awesome. By the way, gotta say.
I think all of us would be. Yeah.
My next driveway is going to be poured with Roman concrete if they've got it sorted out. Get some lime clasts in there. Yeah, so when it rains, it gets stronger. So So this is also why samples taken from underwater have been found to be even harder than those on land. So that the lime clasts are not a byproduct of the process, but a desired outcome, is a major discovery. But so too is the identification of the high temperatures needed to produce them. Masic said that the hot mixing methods of the Romans could be the key to everything, even strengthening our own modern concrete. He said in this explanation, the benefits of hot mixing are twofold. Masic said in a news release. First, when the overall concrete is heated to high temperatures, it allows chemistries that are not possible if you use slaked lime, producing high temperature associated compounds that would not otherwise form. Second, this increased temperature significantly reduces curing and setting times since all the reactions are accelerated, allowing for much faster construction.
Wow.
Yeah,
Oh,
so it
wow.
goes on to say the team was able to go so far as to test their theories by making samples of Roman concrete by ancient formulas, as well as samples of modern concrete. The samples were deliberately cracked and subjected to 2 weeks of running water. By the end of the experiment, the water could no longer pass through the Roman concrete, but could easily make it through the modern samples. It is unclear how and when the benefits of Roman concrete will be adapted into modern techniques, but the team noted that to do so may lower the annual greenhouse gas emissions attributed to concrete. Concrete production is estimated to contribute 8% of global greenhouse gas emissions.
Gases, yeah.
Yeah, so that's where the article finishes. So essentially, they've been able to create a concrete. The Romans were able to create a concrete that heals itself. So the high heating of that lime then produces a chemical reaction that when water passes through it, it actually fills in the cracks and becomes harder and stronger, which is awesome.
That doesn't surprise us, I think, because you look at Rome, look at where the buildings, look at the Colosseum,
It's still standing, mostly.
Still standing.
Yep.
What's the other one? That's Greece. That's Greece. But still, maybe the Greeks used the same concrete.
Yep. But there are many Roman structures that are still around because of Roman concrete. Yeah.
Roman concrete.
Yep.
And this is a huge economical marketing thing that's going to happen.
Yeah.
Oh my God.
Wait till Bunnings has Roman concrete on its shelves and sells it for a markup,
Oh my goodness me.
Yeah, Little Caesar's Roman concrete.
Oh no.
Yeah.
And of course, that's right. We could call it Caesar Stone, but we've got a Caesar Stone.
Oh yeah, that's right. Yeah.
Stopped it.
Yeah, that's right. Yeah.
Oh my goodness me, Lindsay. This is and how can wow.
Nero Stone.
It's amazing.
Something.
Nero, yeah, that's right.
Yeah.
See, that's the Caesar Stone, Hero Stone.
When in Rome concrete.
That's correct. That's correct.
Yeah.
And that's incredible because the Romans invented this, and we're just making just discovering it now.
Yeah, the formula. It's taken a while for
amazing.
the formula to be rediscovered too. So and they've managed to replicate it now, which is interesting.
Wow, it's imagine that they're building it into everything, and all of a sudden, no one's written down the ingredients of how to make the concrete and how they built the the Colosseums and the Leaning Tower. Was it Leaning Tower of Pisa?
No, I don't think that. No, I think that was later. But yeah,
that's later.
Yeah,
but other structures around Rome and
all the arches, victory arches they built and everything.
Exactly.
Yeah, which is still standing.
Excavating. We're still excavating parts of the history of that Roman part of era. And that's amazing. Yeah. That's amazing. That's going to blow. Oh, wow.
Here's the question I want to research more is how did they know? So, I mean, again, they were very deliberate. So they had to heat the concrete as, the elements as they were making it.
Like 1,000 degrees or something, wouldn't it be? Like
who knows?
Very,
I don't know if they could they get
hot?
That hot? I don't know. But anyway, they had to heat the lime, as they were, and then mix it and so on. How did they know the chemistry of this, without microscopes and without, fascinating stuff, isn't it?
That's fascinating. Yeah. Just imagine that, you just got a couple of guys who are like, we'll put this together and see what happens. Oh, this pillar's staying there. Yeah. Oh, okay. That's all good. It starts raining. Oh, it's still up there.
Yeah, it got stronger. Look at that. Yeah.
It's got stronger. It got stronger. Yeah. Oh my goodness me. Yeah.
Maybe these Romans weren't so crazy after all, according to, Asterix and Obelix.
I must admit that we have that big saying, Rome wasn't built in a day.
Yeah.
But
it was built with good concrete.
And it has lasted hundreds and hundreds of years. So there it is. It's,
really fascinating. Yeah,
unbelievable, man.
It is. I'm sure we'll see more scientific discoveries around Roman concrete in the years to come because it's still being researched. So fascinating stuff. Yeah,
I can imagine someone, just trying to grab that. Of course, the Italians have to. What is it called? Patent?
Patent it. Yeah, that's right. Yeah, someone.
They'll have to grab it before these other guys grab it too. But it is a great marvel to know. It's great marvel. Yeah, definitely. Look at was it driveways? Oh goodness me, how many cracks go through it? Goodness me.
And the Aussie sun,
because I think what is it, Lindsay? Was like in the garage, in our garage, I think we had because it was clean, but we had to put a sealer.
Correct.
You
Yeah.
gotta put a sealer in it so it doesn't crack.
Yeah.
it
Maybe with Roman
lasts for
concrete, you won't
7
need
years.
to anymore. It'll just
You
seal
don't have
itself.
to.
It'll seal itself. Yeah.
I can only imagine the poor sealer manufacturers.
Yeah. we
that's
better get
another
onto this
thing.
Roman
That's another
concrete
thing.
stuff soon, guys, or we're out of business. Yeah.
Where to put some what is it called,
Yeah.
Lindsay? Stocks. You gotta put some
Yeah, that's
stocks
right.
in there.
Yep. As soon as as soon as you
Share
see a
market, put in shares.
Roman concrete,
Yeah.
yeah,
Put some
little
shares
Nero's
in there.
concrete. Oh,
Yeah.
that's a pizza chain, isn't it? Anyway,
Oh yeah.
all right, let's move
Awesome,
on from
man.
there.
That's a great
Yeah.
one. That's a great one.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Let's Science is brought to you by StarQuest Media and is a fortnightly podcast that brings you the scientific wonders of our universe from a distinctly Catholic point of view. For more from Caroline, Lindsay, and friends, listen to the StarQuest show, Catholics of Oz. Find links from today's show at sqpn.com/science and find the Catholics of Oz at sqpn.com/Oz. Be sure to follow the show in Apple Podcasts, Google Play, wherever you can find podcasts, or on the SQPN YouTube channel. The generous donations of our patrons at sqpn.com/give make it possible for us to continue Let's Science and all the shows at StarQuest, which makes our nonprofit mission possible. You can join them by visiting sqpn.com/give. Join us next time for more scientific wonders, and thank you for listening to Let's Science on StarQuest. Here's another show on the StarQuest network you're sure to enjoy. The Secrets of Doctor Who. Find the show wherever fine podcasts are found or at sqpn.com/Doctor Who.